Hey guys, it's Timo from Demostech, and I don't know who needs this, if anyone, but my country is in a situation that we get rocket alarms pretty much a lot. And I made a PowerShell script that pretty much acts like sort of a red alerts and writes you a notification on the computer and inside the PowerShell window. So let me just show you the script, and you can grab this from the description of this video if you need. Hopefully, calm days are coming soon, and peace to everyone. So here's the script. Now, there are a couple of things that I must mention. First of all, a real reason for this script? There is none. I mean, you can grab an app from the Play Store or from the App Store, depends on your device, which will do this much better, much faster. You can grab a Chrome extension, other apps on a computer or whatever, which will probably do that better. Honestly, I just did that script because I felt like I need to do something with PowerShell, and I decided, since this is what's going on right now, let's do that. So let me just go on what's going on here. So first of all, this thing is a cookie that we do need to sort of add, and this thing my friend helped me to grab via Firefox. So basically we just copied the cookie that we saw on the network that is being sent and received, and that's it. So yeah, that was kind of tricky. There is another way that I did before this, which has a different file that has all the history, but that file that we are grabbing here is a JSON that includes only the current alert. So let's continue. So first of all, we do set that the previous is 0, so that will sort of reset our previous alarms. Keep in mind, this is just from the beginning of the script. If you just run it multiple times, I noticed that I do need to set it to something. Works better for me. Progress preference, since we are loading this JSON file that you'll see in a moment every 5 milliseconds, it will sort of run a progress bar, which looks really ugly inside PowerShell, and this thing just gets rid of that. Now, I made a function that will just show the balloon notification. I think we might be able to see some here. No, right now, nothing here. Hopefully nothing will be there. Actually, I'm shooting this video about a few minutes after rocket alarms were here. Anyways, we do have here a couple variables that you can change, which is the title, text, and display duration, which I would say a little bit broken. Basically, I sort of found a trick, but I wouldn't say that it works perfectly, but it is what it is. If you have any recommendations or suggestions, go ahead, though I don't think that I want to work on the script anymore. Anyways, I do return here the variable of this in order to dispose it later. If I don't dispose, it will pretty much stay forever and it will clog our system. Why would you do that? Anyways, here we start a while, a non-stop while. Basically, this is the heartbeat of a script. And yeah, we use pretty much what we did before with headers and with the cookie before and everything, and we grab this JSON file from orf.org.il. This is pretty much the JSON with the current files. Keep in mind that there is a little bit trouble to get it. You can, though, grab here alerts history.json. That one will work easily without all the cookies, all the everything here. It will pretty much just work fine, but it will show you the history of alerts as well, so keep that in mind. Anyways, after we grabbed this whole thing, we pretty much save it as a file. Now, the reason that I do this is because there is some issue with reading a live JSON in PowerShell in Hebrew. I don't know why, but whenever I just save it as a file, it comes out normal. After that, we put the JSON data from the JSON file into this variable, and if it's not null, which means there is some alert right now, we'll go inside, which is put in a JSON object, convert from JSON, blah blah blah. All this will pretty much just convert the file for us, and if JSON object ID EQ JSON last ID. That means that it is the same as was before, so same alert that was before, or if JSON object.id is null, so there are no alerts, but there is sort of a file and it has something. If previous is not 0, that means that right now there are no alerts. Write to host, no new alert, and write it as green. This will pretty much just write it as like this, and we'll reset the previous to 0. Now there is an else here, and here starts the fun stuff. Well, not fun, totally not fun. If the rockets are shooting at you, it's totally not fun, no matter what and how you look at it. I mean fun in terms of a script. So I did mark 2 lines here like so, and this because you can pretty much filter if you want a particular place. So if you want a particular place, you can pretty much write here the name, only in Hebrew, sorry guys, of the name that you want. So for example, if I write here Zikim, as it shows right now, it will pretty much show me a notification of alerts only for this place. Only whenever this place it has an alert in the file, it will show us an alert. But right now, as you can see, it's grayed out, or better said, with a hashtag, so PowerShell won't do that, both those lines. Well, this just was an indicator that it is a success. And let's grab next is last write date. So basically, this will just give us when was the alert. Since inside this file there is no actual timing, that's what I grabbed to show as the timing. Now here I do something that is kind of weird, but for some reason PowerShell shows vice versa the Hebrew. So instead of showing it right to left, it will show left to right. So this letter will be the first, then this, then this, then this, and not the opposite, like it should be. And that's why I am doing all these shenanigans. It took me a while to grab this via Google pretty much, but pretty much once you reverse it, it will show it normally, and basically I'm writing this into this variable, write host, what happened, and this is in order to know what happened. So not always it's rockets, sometimes an unidentified flying object got inside our country. It writes that as well. And for each one it will show in a new line the JSON data. So this is pretty much the data itself, so wherever this place happens, and it will show for each one where and this. This means if it happens in multiple cities, it will show each one on a different line, and obviously it will reverse it as well since it shows in Hebrew. Now let's go next, and we will write host time. This is the last write, as I told you before. It will write it also in red. Then just to separate it, I do this, just to separate another line. And we have this marked because apparently this is scary for the people at home. This will pretty much beep. So whenever a new alert comes, it will beep. And a break, well, basically if you want to stop it here, whenever a notification is in, you can pretty much do that. I marked this and left it as is, just in case you want to play with this. Now, since there is an alert, it will change to 1. And this will pretty much reset after there are no alerts, and prevent it showing again the same alert, because we are running very fast with script, and you'll see in a moment. Next, let's continue. If a notification isn't null, or that means that a notification was already shown, and that means not the notification that we show inside PowerShell, but the notification that we show here inside of Windows. If it's not null, why it's not closing, like this, it will pretty much dispose of it. And this means that it will close the notification that was before. Now, we do set this variable notification. So here we call the show balloon and pretty much pull the title and the data. And currently it's set to 5 minutes. Keep in mind that 5 minutes doesn't work for me. I'm not fully sure where or why I did a mistake, but I think it's something internal to Windows. Anyways, let's continue. We have JSON last, and this will pretty much put the object that is right now, so pretty much the current alert or whatever we have, into the last one. And if you can see here, if you remember, this will compare the IDs, so it will prevent showing again the same alert. So after this, we use the last write. If it's not null, or that means there was something, and current time, we grab it here, and here we just put it into time difference, and if time difference total minutes is 5 or more, so that means 5 minutes passed from the last alert, sort of, it will dispose a notification. This means that any notification that is older than 5 minutes, it will close it. Again, as I said, it never worked for me for 5 minutes, and from what I read, it's something internal in Windows. Probably you can change it in registry. I don't mind about that. It's good enough for me. It seems like it will always show me the latest notification without any issues, and that's pretty much what I prefer. I did here sort of a mark, and pretty much just marked it like this, just in case, so you can leave that. And when last write, we put it in null, because we want to reset it, and that's pretty much it. And we do wait 5 milliseconds, and this is very important. It will run very fast, but you can change it. Now, that's pretty much how this thing works. Nothing too special, I guess. Nothing too complicated. As you can see, it's a pretty ugly script, but it works pretty nice. And if we will go to the PowerShell, as you can see, that's what it does. So pretty much it will write us no new alert whenever there is no new alert, obviously. What happened? So for example, there was a rocket firing. If I mark it, you don't see it very well. And where, as you can see, those are the cities that it was at this time. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Sadly, as you can see, a lot of alerts. And I reset from time to time the script because sometimes something happens. I think they just refresh the JSON file and there is a second or two that it is not available or something, but after that it works again. I don't even have to actually reset the script, but I do anyway because, as you can see, it's annoying to see so much. So again, I hope next videos will be more calm, during more calm situations, without ugly things like this, and without the need of this thing. And I hope nobody will ever hear the noise of a rocket alert or need to be in a shelter. So wish you all peace and happiness. That's it for now.
Thank you for watching this DinusTech episode. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future video. And I'll see you on the next one.